Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the summary of Mirror, a poem by Sylvia Plath. Come, let's go to the summary. In this poem, we find that a mirror describes about its existence and also about its owner who is a woman, and it says how this woman has grown older as the mirror has been watching her. And the mirror first describes itself as silver and exact. We all know that mirror always has a very shiny and a silver like appearance, and it calls itself exact because the mirror will reflect only what it sees, and what it sees it will reflect exactly what it looks like. There will not be any alterations, there will not be any makeup, there will not be any false images which it will show. And that is why the mirror says that it is silver and exact. And it says that the mirror will not give any judgment. It will not tell whether you are looking beautiful or whether you're looking ugly, whether you're tall or short, fair or black, nothing. It says it will not form any judgments, but it will only swallow whatever it sees. That is, it will take in whatever it sees and reflect the same image back without any alteration. So you cannot expect anything false from a mirror, and therefore it says that you should not think that the mirror is cruel, it is only truthful. That is why the mirror considers itself as the four cornered eye of a god, because whatever it sees exactly how it is and reflects the same. And the mirror says that most of the time it will be only looking at the empty room and meditating on the pink speckled wall which is opposite to it, because that is the way the mirror is placed. And since the mirror does not move, it will be in that place just looking at the wall which is opposite it. And the mirror says that it has looked at the wall for such a long time that now the wall has become a part of its own heart. And the only time when it will not look at the wall is when someone comes and stands in front of the mirror, or when there is darkness in the room, because in the darkness the mirror will not be able to see the wall. Or if anyone comes and stands in front of the mirror, then the mirror will not be able to see the wall. And in the next stanza, the mirror imagines itself as a lake. And as a lake, the mirror does the same job of reflecting whatever it sees. And here again, it sees the woman who bends in front of the lake and tries to see her. And when she keeps on gazing at her reflection, the woman is not very happy with what she sees, and she prefers to look at herself in candlelight or moonlight, because generally in candlelight or moonlight we will look more beautiful than what we actually are. But the mirror says that this candlelight and moonlight are liars, because they put a mask for the true appearance and they show everything as though it is beautiful. But the mirror can only be faithful and give a true reflection of whatever it sees, and that is what it has done to that woman also. And because the mirror is so very honest, the woman, on seeing her reflection, she cries and wrings her hands up. But at the same time, the mirror says she cannot avoid the mirror. She'll come back to the mirror over and over again every morning. And the mirror has been seeing this woman from the time she was a young girl till now when she is an old woman. And the mirror says that this old woman has risen towards her out of the mirror like a terrible fish. And Sylvia Plath ends the poem here. We'll give a reading to the poem and see what exactly Sylvia Plath is trying to say. She begins the poem like this: I am silver and exact. That is, the mirror is saying, I look like silver and I am exact. I am always correct. I have no preconceptions. The mirror says, I never have any judgments or any expectations from anything. Whatever comes in front of me, I just reflect. Whatever I see, I swallow immediately, just as it is. So the mirror says, whatever I see, I just take it in me just as it is, unmisted by love or dislike. There's nothing that I like this or I don't like this. Whatever comes in front of me will be taken in by me. I am not cruel, only truthful. But if you think that I am reflecting something which you don't like, don't think I am cruel. I am only truthful. The eye of a little god, four cornered. And so the mirror says, I am like the eye of the god, which is four cornered. It will be looking in all the four corners. Most of the time, I meditate on the opposite wall. And this mirror says that most of the time, throughout my lifetime, most of the time I've been looking only at the wall which is opposite to me. And this wall it is pink with speckles. I have looked at it so long, I think it is part of my heart. And the mirror says that I've been looking at this wall for such a long time that this wall has become a part of my heart. But it flickers. But now and then this wall will disappear from the mirror. And when not it will disappear is when faces and darkness separate us over and over. That is what all can separate the wall and the mirror are the faces which come and stand in front of the mirror, or when darkness come, the mirror will not be able to see the wall. In the next stanza it says, now I am a lake. So the mirror imagines that it's a lake. A woman bends over me, searching my reaches for what she really is. And this woman has bent over the lake to see her reflection in the water. Then she turns to those liars, the candles or the moon. Not happy on seeing what she saw in the water, this woman turns towards the candlelight and the moonlight because she knows that the candlelight and moonlight will make her look beautiful. I see her back, but the mirror says, I know very well this woman will come back, and the same way the woman comes back to look at a reflection in the water. I see her back and reflect it faithfully. And even this time, I will only reflect what she exactly is. She rewards me with tears and an agitation of hands. And seeing her image, the woman cries. Tears come out from her eyes because now she is aged, and there is an agitation of her hands. She shows her disappointment by waving her hands. I am important to her, but the mirror knows very well that the mirror is very important to this woman. She comes and goes each morning. It is her face that replaces the darkness because this woman thinks that her reflection is so very important. Every day, as soon as the darkness goes, she comes and looks at her image. In me, she has drowned a young girl, and in me, an old woman. The mirror says that I have seen her from the time she was a young girl, and now she is an old woman, and each and every day in the morning she will be the first person to come and see herself in me, rises towards her day after day like a terrible fish. And this mirror says that she rises towards her day after day like a terrible fish. And Sylvia Plath ends the poem here. I hope you like the poem. If you want to add on any more points, please write it in the comment box. It will be useful to others. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe. Thank you.